Abbas Khalid, lecturer of CS and IT. Before we start today's topic, let's quick review what we learned in our previous lecture. In the last class, we discussed two important sorted algorithms, merge sort and bucket sort. First, merge sort, we learned that merge sort follow the divide and conquer approach. It breaks the array into a smaller part, sort each part using recursion, and finally merge them back in sorted order. We also practice a complete example to understand how the merging step always produces a sorted list. Then we studies bucket sort. Bucket sort works by element into a two bucket based on their value. Each bucket is then sorted individually and finally all buckets are combined to produce the final sorted array. This technique is especially used when numbers lie within a uniform and noun range like decimal from 0 to 1. So overall, our previous lecture focused on understanding how sorted can be improved using division. Today, we will move one more step and study another powerful algorithm, radix sort. Radix sort process number digit by digit starting from the least significant digit and use a stable sorted method to arrange them at each step. Now we discuss one of the most important sorted algorithm, radix sort. We have seen many sorted algorithm, but this one is different. It is not based on the general algorithm strategy above, but on a totally different method. It is interesting because it requires the absolute minimum amount of space and the minimum amount of data movement, and the most amazing of all, it does not comparison. In computer science, radix sort is a non-comparative integer sorted algorithm that sort data with integer keys by grouping keys by the individual digit which share same significance, position, and value. Uh, Here is example of the radix sort. Our list is 126, 328, 636, 341, 416, 131, and 328. We select the rightmost digit and place into a buckets. First of all, 126, we select the 6, we place this element in 6 bucket and so on. Now we select the uh, middle element and place into respective buckets. After collecting buckets, we have uh, the elements. We select the leftmost element and place in buckets. Finally, we have the sorted output 26, 131, 328, 328, 341, 416, and 636. Redis sort is generalization of bucket sort. It uses several passes of bucket sorts. Radix sort is stable and fast. The time complexity of radix sort is big of n plus k. The time complexity of radix sort is big of n plus k. Each pass over n d-digit number and k base keys then takes time big of n plus k. Now we discuss the another linear data structure, stack. Stack is a data structure in which atom can be inserted only from one end and get atom back from the same end. There, the last atom inserted into stack is the first atom to be taken out from the stack. In short, we can say that stack is a linear data structure that follow the LIFO principle. LIFO means last in, first out. The last element inserted into the stack is the first element removed. Example of a stack is a stack of book on table, stack of tray and plates, and the stack and the token stack in banks. You always pick up the top plate first and always place a new plate on top. Stack operations top, push, pop is empty, is full. Top open end of the stack is called top. From this end, atom can be inserted. In push to insert an atom from top of the stack is called a push operation. The push operation change the position of top in stack. In pop operation to get or remove some atom from the top of the stack is the pop operation. We can pop only from top of the stack. In is empty stack considered empty when there is no atom on top. Is empty operation return true when no atom in stack else false. In is full stack considered full if no other element can be inserted on the top of the stack. This condition normally occur when stack implemented through array. Now we discuss how stack works. We keep track of the stack using a variable called top. When the stack is empty, top is equal to -1. When we push, increment top and add the atom. When we pop, return the element and decrement the top. At any moment, the top index shows the last inserted atom. Uh, let's say we push the following values 10, 8, 14, and 12. Now if we call pop, pop remove the 12 because the last value we insert is 12. Again, uh, we pop the element, the 14 element is pop. Again, we push 6 and then pop 6 and 8. This is another example of stack. Uh, Now we discuss the pseudocode of push operation. If the top is equal to max -1, print stack overflow. Else we increment the top is equal to top plus 1, and the stack and the top of the stack is equal to value. Next we discuss a stack application. To reverse a string we can use following algorithm. The first one is balancing of symbols. The second one is expression evaluation, The third one is backtracking, that is used in game playing, find path and searching. The fourth one is memory management, runtime environment for nested language feature. And the fifth one is string reversal, where one by one each character get inserted into stack. So the first character of the string is on the bottom of the stack and the last element of string is on the top of the stack. After performing the pop operations on the stack, we get a string in reverse order. Use of stack: when functions start nested inside each other, the call stack keeps track of return address, parameters, local variable. It ensures the program know where to return after fetching each element. Expression evaluation: compiler and interpreter use stack to evaluate arithmetic expression, convert infix expression to postfix and prefix. Expression evaluation: compiler and interpreter use stack to evaluate arithmetic expression, convert infix expression to postfix and prefix. The third one is undo and redo operations. Text editor, design tools, IDE all keep in history attack.